Welcome to the good old days.
On this week's episode, we're talking about the paranormal. And the high school, at least the old building, dates back to 1919, and students often ask me, is this building haunted? I personally don't believe in that, but Kyle, the security guard, just told me about some footage he got on one of the security cameras this week that has some strange activity in it. Let's go check that out.
It'll be right in here.
Okay. That little thing coming down there.
It tracks her, but then it tracks the motion of that. It changes shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks more involved than just a regular reflection.
And
No, that's 100% not a reflection.
like you can see the trail and it leaves.
But it's a body. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the wall?
But no, watch.
Oh.
But it's gone now.
It goes away.
Now that footage certainly was intriguing. A lot of people often ask me, were bodies from the Boyertown Opera House stored in the high school as a temporary morgue? Now, the Opera House fire happened on January 13th, 1908, and 170 people perished in that fire. But since the high school wasn't constructed until 1919, it was impossible for bodies to be stored here. However, the high school at that time, which was located on South Washington Street, was used as a temporary morgue after the Opera House fire. Now, there is one documented instance of a death here in the old building, and it happened here on the first floor in this room behind me. And at that time, this was the main electrical room of the high school. All the power came in off 4th Street into here. Right now, the room is used as an imaging room by the IT department. The accident occurred on July 30th, 1952. Charles W. Miller, a 66-year-old electrician hired to remove packing material from a conduit in the school's electrical room, was electrocuted after coming into contact with a 220-volt line. He was pronounced dead after artificial respiration failed. Another unfortunate event happened here in room 605, which used to be a science room prior to 1994. On March 2nd, 1971, Mr. George Sell, a longtime science teacher at the high school, suffered a heart attack while teaching a morning physics class. He passed away 1 week later while in Allentown Hospital. Now, I personally have never experienced any paranormal activity in the old building, and I've been in every corner of it. However, Mrs. King did share with me some paranormal experiences she had here in the old auditorium when she used to run the drama club in here.
We were finishing up rehearsal, and one of my students had taken a photograph of me at the edge of the stage. In the photograph was like an orb, what they call an orb, a little light ball. And we started talking about different things, different ghost stories, things like that. And all of us, about myself and about 5 other girls, were simultaneously heard what sounded like something dragged up the hallway outside of the auditorium. And we all just looked at each other and we beat feet. We got out of here pretty quickly. It was, pretty intense moment there. There's nobody else here. It was just us. We don't know, there was no explanation. We all heard it and we all left very quickly.
Well, that's all I have for this week. Just remember, the good old days weren't always good, and tomorrow ain't as bad as it seems. I'll see you then.